Let's look at a couple of people and their mental status right about now. I'm pretty sure they're all a little stressed out, so I want to look at Trump and Pence. Let's do this too. Trump, Pence, Pelosi, Schumer, and McConnell. So, Trump, mental state. So, center of it all, we have the Three of Cups. So, there is a belief. He is such a sick, disgusting, weird person. There is a belief that he is indeed doing the right thing, a good thing, because his ratings are high. Time of celebration. Seven of Pentacles in the Empress. He believes he has a good plan going forward. With the Seven of Pentacles being something planted, seeded, and then the Empress is the new life. So this is it bursting into fruition. There is the Ten of Swords. So in the sky, which is his mental, he is stressed. Like very. But he has to keep on the good image for the public perception. But stress is there. And I believe this is why he is lashing out at everyone who asks him a question. They could say, hey, good morning, how are you? How dare you? That's a nasty question. You're a horrible person. So, yeah. He ain't doing well. Took him 3 years to feel presidential stress. And at the center of it is still his image. It makes him look bad. Which is why he's sending out Pence in the game to say this is everybody else's fault but theirs. Anywho, Pence. King of Pentacles. The Sun. The Hermit. Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So in the middle, there is some sort of slow and steady is trying to maintain his balance, trying to maintain his grounding. There is the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. So there is the good news around resources. So he is trying to rejoice in the small gains. There is still a whole lot he does not know. This is the struggle to juggle, struggle to maintain balance, and the Hermit. He is trying to count the small victories, but he also has Donald Trump in his ear saying, hey, go out and blame CDC. Go out and blame China. And I can't believe he's actually doing it, because that's the same thing they did with attacking our intelligence when they said Russia was hacking the election. You don't turn on your own people in a time of crisis. Everybody should know this. You're so Christianly and godly, but you're not patriotic. Anyway, I'm going into all that. Pelosi. Ace of Swords. Four of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Justice, and the Eight of Cups. She feels as though right now, this might be a bit selfish to say. I think she is sort of counting the victory over what's happening right now. because this spells bad for Trump, which spells good for Democrats. So there's the justice here. Yeah, there is a sense of, it's so interesting in this justice card. The actual scales of justice are very, very small. Everything else is gigantic. The owl, Native American culture, signifies death. In other cultures, signifies wisdom. The sword, downturned, which means wisdom is at rest. It's not upturned in the air, so it's not active. This is sort of goes along with that four of swords, which means she's sort of resting upon things right now. That she's sort of letting things play out. And then the skull on the chair. This isn't really about justice and balance. This is more along the lines of unfair advantage. The Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. There is some new horizons that are coming when it comes to money and opportunities. So she's waiting on those. I think she's about to get some funding. So funding for her pet projects that she's putting into the stimulus and things like that. So Schumer, minority leader in the Senate. He gets justice as well. King of Wands. Ten of Swords. He gets the Eight of Cups too. And the Empress. He is concerned right now about the deaths, especially close to Congress. There is a new horizon for the king here as well. This is Schumer. There's something about walking away from something old. So he and Pelosi are making strides to do new things. They are trying to still work in the midst of panic. They're not panicked, which means they probably know something we don't know. And then McConnell. He gets justice too. Trying to maintain balance. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. Three of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. He is trying to gather resources here. He is trying to balance out their part of the deal, their part of the party. He is meeting resistance at every single turn. He is actually losing some things that he thought was a sure thing. With the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, this is the Dark Alliance, and there is some loss to it. So they're not panicked. Trump is panicked because this is his image, but the congressmen not so much. They're more along the lines of worrying about where our agendas will be met. Oh, good Lord.